Hello, my name is Duncan Alderdice, and the reason I'm making these videos is to document the journey I take as I become who I am by making small improvements to my life every single day. Today, this video, I'm going to talk more about what I just did today than most things. So, first item of business really would be dials on the day. 32 dials on the day. One book demo, technically, from a sales sequence kind of thing. Which I actually should put into the notes here. One pipeline rebooked, technically from a sequence things. 2 new demos held, 2 follow-ups held, and 2 deal closed. Now, here's the other incredible thing is the fact that both of these deals closed. They were both one-call closes, both same-day things. So this is the second day of the month that I have closed 2 one-call closes in one day. So that's a tongue twister. Funny enough as well is because I had been doing work earlier in the week to create like sales to close today. None of the deals I thought were going to close today were the ones that did. The only ones that did were there was one in the morning that actually was an upsell from a green to gold, and I have learned just like the person went from saying I want to start this in July to I have a team that can do it in June to like maybe I should do it, and then actually helping them empowered to make a decision. Then there was another one that was like I had been looking at for a while, finally pulled the trigger. Like it was just the 2 deals that closed were not the ones that I thought were going to. And then so that what it brings me as total for the month is. Total revenue generated is $20,236.33, which means not officially, but for the 3rd month in a row, I have hit quota, hit the accelerator bonus, but as well as pretty much closed 20K. So I didn't completely beat the high score of last month. I was off by like roughly like 1 deal kind of thing, like $1,000. But like last month I closed out $10,000 deal, and this month I got close, so that it proves it's possible. I closed the most amount of deals on the sales team. I was second on the leaderboard in terms of revenue generated. So it just is, it's paying off. We're happy with the results of that and everything. Let's talk about the small improvement. The small improvement to my life that I've made in the last 24 hours. I didn't have many for today, just one. But it is specifically asking the people who I'm on the coaching call with what value I'm actually providing for them, because then I can learn what it is that they're actually getting out of it, because then I can just do more of that. So then that's how I learn. It's way stupider to just go like, here, this is what I think is happening. I think what they want, and then do more of that. It's far more effective, and it'll get a better answer if I just ask the person directly. As well as, here's the thing that I did determine though, is like, here's a sentence that I learned in the last 3 weeks, is the seller determines the price and the buyer determines the value. Meaning, if I have a vacuum, or let's call it, if I have a sports car, right? I determine how much it costs. The person buying the car determines what value is there. And so whether or not the value that they get from the item is worth the cost for the price. So for me, $300,000 for Ferrari or something, Lamborghini, whatever, would never pay that. Way too expensive. I have no desire for a big sports car like that. That's if I was gonna spend $300,000 on a thing, it would not be that. Like I don't see the value there. Other people might go like, oh no, it's definitely there. So it's just to say it's the same object, it's the same price, but the person who's making the purchasing decision is the one who determines whether or not it's worth it. Okay, why did I bring this up? I brought this up because we were running an end of month special. Really what it was is like normally there's discounts, like just slight discounts, maybe like 5-10% that you can give. But like this time there was like a 20% one. Never seen that type of big of a discount before. I think I offered it to a couple people, and every single one of the person who I offered it to over the course of the week said that they were interested, really considered it, but not a single one took me up on the offer. The 2 deals I closed today, one of them was an upsell with a discount. The other one was downs, like they wanted a discount or just a better price, but not the crazy special one, which then like I go like, it then makes me question for the first one. I think I No, it actually makes me question whether or not I needed to give the discount. I think I gave the discount for the first one because that's how I position it. Is it's like it's a better deal if you start with the higher package with a discount and then drop down for the second month. That's how I upsell green to gold. This other one was the guy just asked, and like I gave it to him because I was at that point just on top of the world, going like, whatever, just get this person in the door, whatever it takes. But it just was interesting that like the increase in discount wasn't enough to get them over the line, which then tells me, what it tells me is that my job in the conversation, I can't just get someone. People don't make purchase decisions based on price alone. It is what the value it is. So if I don't get them to feel the pain that the problem that the solution we provide solves and soothes, then they will not buy. Just because it's a good deal is not the reason why we're going to go forward with it. So that was just interesting to see that actually turned out, because then it makes me question whether or not I need to give it, or whether I just need to do a better. If I'm giving it, does that mean I'm doing a bad job at what my job is to create the value discrepancy between where the person is and where they'd like to be. So that's interesting. I have a coaching call coming up at 6:30, and this is with a subscriber. So this will be a different one, because the other people are people who I like know a bit better or work with, or just like it's different. It's the first person who I am, the first time we are meeting. Our initial encounter was with them watching the videos and then me replying to their comments, and then now it's in person, which is, it feels more, it's interesting. We'll see how it goes. I think it will be good. Excited to meet them. So we'll see how that happens. One thing I can find, and I'm questioning, is like I kind of feel like, and here's what triggered it. I kind of feel like having like a couple drinks tonight, and I'm thinking about that. As I say that out loud, I'm going like, am I okay with this? Like the question is like, okay, so before it was, when I do it by default, and because I can and because I have nothing else to do, that's when I don't like it. But then the question is like going, will that destroy tomorrow? And just tomorrow and this weekend is supposed to be spent on building like a course and actually being productive, and I have to edit videos in the morning, so will that ruin that? And am I willing to pay that price? That's the question I gotta ask myself. I know I've committed to a no malt liquor May technically, but it's the end. I think what, like, I'm more just going, like, I'm considering, because it just is like I've gotten out of the habit of it, so it doesn't feel like a default, and I have other things that I want to do, so it just is, it kind of feels like it's like an okay thing. We'll see. I'll think on that. I'll let you know tomorrow, because I record these videos every day. Also, I like the fact that I record the videos every day now, and like the fact that it feels like I'm working every day, or at least working on a thing, because like the weekend doesn't feel like work because it's working on things that I want to, and not to say that during the work week it feels like I'm working on something I don't want to, but I don't feel exhausted. I think that's more what it is. We'll see. Because I think I want to get to a point where I don't want rules around alcohol. I just don't like rules in general. So it's like I want it to be, I drink all the time. Like whenever I feel like it, I drink. I just happen to not want to drink for the past 2 months. You know what I mean? Like I want to be on that side of the equation rather than like I don't do this. Because I think in my experience, whenever I am focused on not drinking, all I think about is drinking. And when I say like I can, but I'm just choosing not to, I'm doing this instead, it's no longer a thing that is on my mind. If I do, I have to text the person that we agreed to not do it, to let them know, because otherwise that would feel like a betrayal. Yeah, no, just like to have the conversation there. But that's that. But again, 3rd month in a row, it proves I have hit quota for the 3rd month in a row. Is it just the 3rd month? Yeah, I'm either not closing anything, terrified I'm going to lose my job, or hitting almost 20K or surpassing 20K. Well, Clementine Club, thanks for sticking around as always, and remember to believe in yourself, because you're more capable of doing great things than you give yourself credit. I'll talk to you later.